Welcome back. In today's video we are going to be reviewing this rifle scope here. So this is the One Leaf Commander NV400 Eagle variant, and this is the top spec. So it comes with the laser rangefinder, the IR, the rings to mount it, different scope caps, a sunshade, different battery mount, a battery inside of it, SD card inside of it, and a battery. But we'll go into that into more detail and show off exactly what it's doing. Bit of background about myself. So regarding night vision, thermal and that, I'm well into my gear as such. So everything else I've ever bought, and I give open and honest reviews. This here, One Leaf have reached out to me and said, you can have it, we're not paying you. We just said, give it you, give your honest, open opinion. I can even put it on the screen now, the email saying, review this honestly in your own words. So it's gonna get a good battering, and we're gonna give it a true test, not just a weekend test. So it's going to be put on a rifle over there, so we'll do a video on how we're mounting it, giving it a full test, seeing how long it's going to last, battery life, does it hold zero, going through all those, what you want to know. Before we divulge into all of this here and show off exactly what come inside the box, I'll just run through a bit of the techie specs of this scope here. So what I'll do is I'll put a list up on the screen here on the side, and you can have a read of that now. But straight away, let's get this box out the way. Obviously it come all packaged, very nice. Delivery time on these is 5 to 7 days, working days, and the guarantee for it, which a lot of you will want to know because it's not very a well-known brand, is a 2-year guarantee, which comes in the box. Let's jump straight into the design of the rifle scope. So most manufacturers now are taking the standardized design for copying traditional scopes and giving it that nice sleek look. So obviously fixing is 30mm rings, which are supplied, which I'll move on to in a second, and there'll be a whole separate video on us mounting this onto a 308 rifle, Browning X bolt on a tier 1 rail. But let's go back to this rifle scope. So straight away off the back, this generic design of it is very sleek. Obviously eye relief for the back, objective lens, focus ring at the front. Obviously the laser rangefinder clicks onto the side there. That's operated by a button on the top. Battery insert here, so an 18650, a smaller variant and a taller variant depending on which one you want, so it's supplied with both caps there. In the side here, this is how you access to get your photos off or charge the scope. So that's a close-up of the buttons there. Obviously you've got all sorts going on here, so you've got photos, videos, picture-in-picture, the brightness of the LCD on the back, going back a button, and then changing the mode, which is the back left button, which is actually between day, night and starry mode. And the next one here is actually a rotatable one, which is obviously for your zoom. And then if I rotate around and give that a read, you can hold that down, go into the menu, and obviously change things into the menu. Going to get more footage of inside the menus recorded on the actual scope itself when we get in the field and zero this, but this is just generically an overview of what came in the box. The top turret is for the 18650 battery, which is a 50mm battery size, or it's actually supplied with a secondary one with 65mm. On the far left here, which is an optional extra, obviously is the laser rangefinder, which is operated via one small press of the button there, which is that flag indicator. On the right hand side there, you can unscrew that, which will obtain you with the SD cards, and obviously plugging in via your phone or the computer to get your photos off. Moving to the very front of the scope, obviously we've got far and near marked up so you know which way to rotate it. The scope cap cover, and then obviously there's a hole in the front there of where you can attach the sunshade attachment, which is currently there, so that's come with threaded inserts, so you just thread that onto the end. These two black rubber eye cups here are two different sizes. You've got a long one and a short one, which obviously you just thread straight into the back. So let's have a look at the other accessories which come in the box. Let's have a little talk about these. So these are the 30mm scope ring mounts with the Picatinny rail attachment on the top. So it's come with those, obviously, so you can attach the IR torch, which we'll talk about in a second, onto the top there. Overall, my generic opinion on IR torches supplied with these kits, normally they're not the greatest. They're normally alright for your typical air rifle people, but if you're doing a bit more long range foxing, you are probably better off investing in a PBI-RX, which generically on the broad of dabbling with night vision equipment for many years, that is the best one going out there. So if you want to push it out further, get a PBI-RX. The only thing I did like about this IR torch was if you zoom it in or out, obviously the beam pattern, and then when you turn it on and off, you've got 3 different indicators of LED brightness. This is generically what I'm saying in here in a light environment in the dining room. Obviously I know it's going to be a different opinion when we're in the pitch black outfoxing, and obviously potentially this could be a bright light. So it came with a battery in that, and then it also came with a battery charger with obviously indicator status of how charged the battery is. And then it came with a battery in the top. The scope itself has a built-in battery and a built-in SD card which is removable. The laser rangefinder just piggybacks off the battery inside. And then this is the power on and off button, which is nice, indicated with green. Generically they all use the same UI as such, and inside various few little things changes like icons and stuff like that, but like I said, we'll be reviewing that sort of things in the field and giving my honest open opinion on that after using it for a while. There's going to be used in the background of loads of different videos now, building up a bit of experience with this. I don't want to give a false review, I want to give an honest review before anyone spends their hard-earned money on this scope. This video, I'm going to leave it here. It's going to be a short, snappy, just what was inside the box, and just letting you guys know that we've been sent this to give a little bit of a review on. It's going to be an open, honest review, and I'm going to give that review after using it for a while, so it's going to be used in upcoming videos, gaining more experience and doing a bit of troubleshooting, using it, seeing how we're getting on, whether it's good, bad, we're liking it. Like I say, I can say exactly what I want about this scope, and I'd rather me be the guinea pig and try it out before anyone spends their hard-earned money on it. And I'm going to set this up now on a 308 rifle.